You're listening to the Amazing Facts Daily Devotional. Today's topic, Ellen White, a Modern Prophet, Part 2. In the history of the world, not a few, having received censure from their own churches, have gone on to become influential pillars in new religious movements. Among these, Martin Luther, Thomas Cranmer, and John Huss. When Ellen Harmon was baptized, she was accepted into the Methodist Faith, the faith in which she and her siblings had been raised. But as she and her family continued to attend William Miller's meetings, dubbed the Advent Movement, there began a rift that widened between them and their denomination. At first, Ellen was plagued once more with doubt. Being baptized was one matter. Living as a Christian before Christ's soon return was another. Confused, she could not reconcile the two. In her young mind, God was a merciless judge who would punish forever in the fires of hell any who could not attain to holiness in earthly life. She lapsed into thinking she would never be one of those saved, and it tormented her. But after two significant dreams about Jesus, and on sage advice from her mother, she took counsel from an elder stockman, who also believed in the Advent message. This one meeting significantly impacted Ellen, in particular, her understanding of God's undying love for mankind. She left armed with knowledge, assurance, and a renewed dedication. That same day, Ellen began her public ministry for God. Soon, more opportunities began to arise for sharing prayer and her personal testimony, as well as witnessing to friends and strangers. But as she and other members of her family began to proclaim Jesus' soon coming to members of their own church, they were met with open indifference, antagonism, and derision. Finally, their pastor privately asked them to resign from the Methodist faith. But Ellen's father refused, reciting several scriptures in support of the second coming. As a result, the Harmon family was held on trial at the church and subsequently disfellowshipped. Ellen's continuing convictions caused her to be seen as a heretic, but this apparent misfortune bound her ever more to her growing faith. Have you been ostracized for your faith? In these times of trial, hold fast to God's word, which we are always to obey over the dictates of men. Acts chapter 5, verse 29. Our key Bible text today comes from Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 5. Hear the word of the Lord, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, Let the Lord be glorified. But he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. Thank you for listening to the Amazing Facts Daily Devotional.